Hey guys, welcome back to another Bandai Hangout. It's Thursday, it's Thursday. Two of us got the memo. AJ is just looking too good in his collared shirt. Today we're going to have a special show. We're going to be talking about movies or video games or TV shows, any kind of medium.
TV show sequels.
Whose sequels? Well, I mean, there's a Frasier sequel series.
That's true.
It's definitely not better.
Right.
It's definitely not better than the original by any means, but we're going to be talking all about those fine sequels that are better than the original. So if you have one in the comments, make sure to throw it there. And then at the end, I have a list from IMDb that was a poll. They polled their users of the top 25 sequel films that were better than the original, and maybe I'll try to find one for games as well. So Justin, AJ, how the hell are you doing today?
Fabulous. Thank you.
Same.
Awesome. All right. Doing the same experiment. We got TikTok. It's got behind the scenes live. So if you're watching us on TikTok, you have the behind the scenes view. If you want a more traditional view to see us in all of our 1080p magnificence, head over to YouTube. To
Not
Twitch.
4K?
I don't
6K, 8K. What are these?
These are 8K, but I don't
8K.
think StreamYard pumps out to over 10.
Oh,
Gonna have to get rid of them.
yeah.
Mutaki T is in the house.
Woo!
He says they here.
We are. And it's not 12:05.
Yeah, we're on time.
We're on time for once.
That means Chris will come in at 12:05. Oh, we start without me?
Yeah.
We got some really cool comments in TikTok too. Necrom says, "Hello, fam." Hey, fam.
Hi.
It's lit, fam.
It is lit, fam.
And then our buddy Double X Nike is joining us on TikTok instead of his normal way of watching our normal stream. He says, "Whoa, behind the scenes."
What do you guys see behind the scenes?
You want to see?
What's the view?
That's the view.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You're right in the middle of it.
I like it.
You're
Okay.
prominently featured.
I think I'm pretty much done looking down.
like Kevin's hands.
I distributed the homework, but I didn't do the homework, and I feel bad about that.
Oh wow, he's double dipping. I love it.
It's like Marty McFly Jr. with like the 17 TVs.
Yeah, T Sply says, "No, it's fine. I love you." I don't know what's fine, but
You're fine.
You're fine. Yeah. I like the picture that Nike's just got like all of the monitors up with all of our stuff going on. So that's fantastic. You're the evil twin.
Who?
I don't know. I think there's conversations happening that we're only getting like one side. It's like when you're on the phone and you're listening to like someone speak, but you don't know what the other side's talking about. You ask them questions.
Speaking on the telephone.
Yeah, it's literally the most annoying thing ever. Don't ever do that.
Oh my goodness, Kevin! Thank you so much for making the comments all big for the blind guy in the back.
Even I wear glasses. Sometimes it's a little too small.
It's like those old phone, like the phone that your grandfather had, where it all lights up and the numbers are all huge.
Innocent
Nice.
Bystander 2 TOO says, "What's up from Chicago? First timer to your live. Hey, welcome aboard.
David loves Chicago.
I do love Chicago. I love the pizza. I love the sporting
people,
environment.
The crime.
The crime is my favorite part. I got to go to Guarantee Rate Ballpark, pay $2 and sit behind home plate.
That's exciting.
That's a deal.
Company show. There's a Gashpon store there now, so
Yes.
if you're in Chicago, gotta go to it.
Home of Bandai Amusement.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and it didn't go well with the people in Chicago. They were not. They were not very pleased with it. You may hear some voices from the background. That, of course, is Brian.
The ghost of Brian.
The ghost of Brian just hovers around, and then we have Kevin behind the scenes who will chime in occasionally with a terrible take on something. Probably. I can't wait to hear some of them. I know you guys aren't the game department, but can we see Sparkling Zero? I think there's trailers out there. It looks pretty
I'd
good.
like to also see.
This guy.
AJ would like to be in like 2 rooms over where they're showing some cool stuff off. But yeah,
Across the hall.
across the hall. SHF Orange when?
Like when you peel?
Orange shoe.
Like the annoying orange? Remember, I think that was a thing for a while.
Well,
the
I
annoying
think
orange?
this is like also when we had announced like Nami, the teaser was an orange.
That's true.
And so a lot of people were also saying like SHF orange. I'm like, we should do fruits.
We could do that.
And it's crazy when they showed the teaser. Like I didn't go straight to Nami either.
Oh, really?
When you saw the orange, did you immediately know it was Nami? Well, I mean,
I think we did.
we knew because
We
we knew.
yeah.
We were in the know.
Right, I knew
Like
we were
when the
making
subject
Nami.
knows there's an experiment, they act different.
Yeah, maybe, but I didn't instantly go to oranges or tangerines.
Mm.
How's the audio? Is it working?
Yeah.
Well, no one's complaining, so it must actually be working for once.
higher.
You want higher?
So now we must have
Okay.
we have to have some catastrophic
Is there?
like camera failure to make up for
Better.
the sound working.
Decibel settings on.
So I think we've vamped long enough for everyone to kind of trickle in. I know you guys aren't used to us actually starting on time, but I'm happy that we were able to surprise you with an on-time stream today. We're going to be talking about films, video games, televisions, any kind of entertainment whose sequel or subsequent films or shows are better than the original. So, of course, there's some really famous examples like The Godfather 2, but everyone's got kind of their thoughts and
Or
their ideas.
3.
So I recently watched 3. The bones of 3 are there. It's the Sofia Coppola of it all, and it's the complete lack of chemistry between her and Andy Garcia's character.
And they're like cousins.
They're
Which is
cousins.
kinda weird, but
Yeah.
whatever.
They love
It's
is
a
love,
choice.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Heart
Yeah,
wants what the heart wants. Dude.
got a lot of comments already. Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight. But before you guys can steal all of our smart viewers' ideas, why don't we kick it off? AJ, can you give us 2 that you have on your list?
We kind of discussed one a little bit last week, but just knowing like 22 Jump Street is 100% hands down way better than the first one. All the first one is really great. I do enjoy 22 more than the first.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
Got your Wi-Fi. I like the twins. 20 Jump Street is great. I do love 21 Jump Street as well. But yeah, 20 Jump Street is a fantastic choice. And like we talked last week, the little mini trailers for like 23 through like 32 Jump Street were just amazing.
As far like second goes, like I might like pick into like the gaming world for this, but like I've been like thinking about like Resident Evil lately, and I feel like for me, like I do like I know we got 2, 4, and all that. I do think 2 though is like as
The
classic,
game we're talking about.
The game
Okay.
was
That was a good one.
better than the first one.
When that alligator came out in the sewer and you
Yeah.
whew, that was
I feel
terrible.
like even on the changes of them, like man, you got rid of like the spiders thing. I know that people don't like spiders. That's a good thing for them, but it was fun to watch people like freak out.
Okay, that's good. I remember with Resident Evil 2 specifically, the original release, when you first got into the police department and you're walking down a hallway and an arm grabs you to like a window, like the
Yeah.
boards, that scared the heck out of me.
Muteki T knows this too well. He says, I know you guys quote Rocky 5 a lot.
We do. Do we? I don't know.
I don't know well. Sue me for what?
Yeah.
We do quote Rocky 5 a lot. I'm glad it is not gone unnoticed. But I don't think anyone on this universe would say the Rocky 5 is better than the first Rocky.
No, that one makes me sad. I think that's one of the saddest ones.
Yeah, 'cause it's all underdog story and then it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
Ends up at the same place, but he gets the girl, I guess.
People also have like questions about like Gundam Seed dubs. I don't know. I don't think I know which one was the remastered dub. I'll come back to you on this next week. I'm gonna do some homework.
As the resident dub fan, I'll check it out. Since you guys like to read your subtitles.
What about Nike's comment there? Between the 3 of you guys, who can do the best Yu-Gi-Oh sound effects?
AJ,
Probably AJ.
Oh man, like I don't know. You should have to do a low, deep voice. It's like Kaiba.
You like the Michael Winslow of.
I bet Brian's got a Yu-Gi-Oh sound effect. Brian,
Ah,
there you go.
They...
And I'll call him the best color commentator in the business for nothing.
I mean, look, if you really wanted me to quote Yu-Gi-Oh, licensors would get mad because I'm moving towards the unabridged series.
Well, as the good corporate shill I am, I bow at the feet of the licensor, so we don't want to get in trouble with them.
There you go.
Lisa, I am sorry you're having trouble with your internet. I'm glad you're going to get better service for less money. That's what you call it, win-win. More for less.
Or a
You
win-win if you have an IT guy.
Yeah, win-win. Where there's a win, there's a will. Where
No,
there's a will, there's a win.
that's what it was.
Backwards.
on YouTube, he has the name of Quincy, but we know him from Italy.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah, it's man, just forgot his kid name.
Oh,
Are
no.
you talking about Shaquan?
Yeah,
He's in Greece.
in Greece.
It's a different country, AJ.
Oh, man.
Different part of the Mediterranean. Well, I hope he's enjoying it out there.
And Alex.
Well, we're here in California, so we could be over there.
Quan and Alex. Make it like a
Yeah.
buddy cop type thing.
So what'd you do for V-Day? AJ, what'd you do for Valentine's Day?
We watched what you did for Valentine's
That's right. We watched
Day.
Ohio.
David made a kill room for his wife.
I sort of did. Not a kill room.
It got weird.
It's just a garage.
I waited in a long line for Dutch Bros.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't buy just one drink. I said we gotta buy a ton of drinks.
Yeah. I've been with my wife. This is my 31st Valentine's Day with my wife. So Valentine's Day hasn't been an important thing in our lives forever. So this year I decided to surprise her and actually make it an important day. So I made her a really nice dinner. I surprised her by getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to work out with her, and she had a heart attack because she walked in her garage that has never had a human being in it at that time of day. And there was a large rotund human being waiting for her
She
there.
didn't notice that you were missing in the bed?
No, because she's very polite. So she gets dressed in the bathroom, so she doesn't have to turn the light on our room. And so I put pillows underneath the covers. So on the off chance she looked over, she wouldn't see like an empty bed.
Got it.
But my dog Kyla almost gave me away, but luckily.
That's one of my favorite memes. Like how you get out of bed, like one versus the other. It's like, bam, real loud,
Yeah.
lights on,
I
machines going.
get ready quietly. Just-
Yeah. Amy puts all of her clothes in our bathroom, and she goes in there, turns on the light, gets ready, and turns the light off, and then opens the door. That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're being polite, but then you open the door and that light just.
Mhm.
What can you do?
Yeah, I am a sneaky.
I just sat in traffic all Valentine's Day.
That's not fun.
Nope. I got problems with my glutes and my sciatica. A lot of traffic.
TMNT2, Secret of the Ooze. That's a good sequel. Kevin would agree. That's
Oh,
Kevin's favorite movie of
I
all
don't know
time.
about that one, Kev.
Super Shredder,
Super Shredder.
Kevin
I
Nash?
like when it's kind of-
Kino.
There's just little things in there that I do like.
Ninja Rap.
I don't know.
Combat cold cuts.
I don't like
You
that.
don't like it when he goes like this? I'm like, oh.
Okay, I kind of like that part.
I like that Splinter has saved the ooze container and it's perfectly thing, so we can like put them together like two pieces.
Yes.
That quenches my OCD.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy hit the mic. That quenches my OCD.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, Greece is correct, gents. The wife and I hit our 20th anniversary on February 13th. this year.
Yay.
Congratulations. You made it more than most.
That's exciting.
Congratulations. Bandai, let's go is what they say on the TikTok. I think they just love us so much.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hi, Bandai. Justin, you want to give us one or two of the items on your
Sure.
list?
I'm gonna go with the Winter Soldier.
Oh.
That's a very good sequel, and it's probably my favorite movie in the MCU, probably to date. I think that's seems fair. I mean, there's some really good ones in there, and it ended with. I mean, as far as Endgame goes, that was a very nice bookend to that whole saga. But I do think at the end of the day, Winter Soldier is probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's good because usually for me, like the two in Marvel line, like it's a little rough.
A hit or miss on there, yeah.
For me, it's definitely a lot of misses.
Yeah,
so.
swing and a miss. That's a good one. And then I'm gonna go with X2 as another one. I'll stick with comic book movies, and I
I
think
like that comment. I think we should write like. I think there was a couple comments on before a while.
There's a lot of MCU / comic movies that could be on the list because I could think of two other MCU ones and then another, like a Sony MCU movie that would sequel's better than the original. So
we can even divulge right now if you like.
well, I would say that Ragnarok.
That's a good one.
Ragnarok I think is better than any of the other three Thor movies. Depending on who you are, Endgame or Infinity is better than the original Avengers. And it's kind of a cop-out because those movies are kind of like team-up movies, but I would say Endgame is better than the original. I know Infinity War has just become like everyone's like favorite MCU movie like in the last couple of years.
That's weird to me.
It's so weird because it's half a movie and the climax means nothing to me because I knew they weren't going to permanently kill Black
Right.
Panther and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But people...
The theater I was in, a little kid lost it. He was like, Dad, like he did not. I mean, it's his first time dealing with plot. So
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. But like, especially now that we've seen all of them, and I think that Endgame is vastly superior to Infinity War. It might just be the fan service in me. And then going to the Sony one, I think Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 is great.
Right.
Saw that on my
A
birthday.
lot of people's list.
Spider-Man 2 is also a better game because that's the first time they did the open world Spider-Man.
Mhm. On the old school Xbox.
Yeah,
I remember that. I played
Mhm.
the heck
so
out of that.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is just better at everything.
Do you have another example, Kevin? Other than
what
Spider-Man
we did-
2 on the Xbox?
Spider-Man 2, the Xbox. I really liked Dark Knight. Dark Knight's better
Sure.
than
Better than Batman Begins.
yeah. Fast. Well, yeah, you took yours. Fast Five.
Are you stealing my thunder?
Stealing your thunder?
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so like Fast 9 and 10.
Although I really like 7.
Seven's good. And I cried
Yeah.
my little eyes out in 7. That one's
7 is.
Yeah, I think usually at the end of like a Fast and Furious movie, you like want to peel out and be like, oh, at the
Yeah.
end of 7, you're like, I'm just gonna go home and mess.
In your car crying like
Yeah, just a little parade of cars instead.
singing your Wiz Khalifa song through your tears.
Mhm.
There's a
fair.
debate in the old Twitch chat: ramen or udon noodles.
I'll go with ramen.
Oh no. They're both.
Both good.
I'm a udon guy.
Oh man.
Brian is
Ramen's
udon.
udon.
I think it depends on the broth.
You want chicken face water or
You
do
can have the
want-
same broth, but you have to choose.
Yeah, I feel like if I want broth, I might just go on the ramen, but udon noodles are pretty good too.
Mhm. How about there's no wrong answer?
Like the thicker soups, I would prefer ramen. The lighter soups, I prefer udon.
Yeah.
I like Lisa's response. I can't do huge nudes.
Ooh.
Lol. I'm like, I mean something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, like are we adding like ingredients to this too? Like,
Nope, you just got a noodle. Go with
Everything is identical except the noodles.
Yeah.
So you have whatever your preference is, whether it's broth or proteins or egg, whatever you want in there. The only thing that's different in this concoction is the noodles.
Well, maybe I'll just go with the udon noodles. Pretty good.
AJ likes the thick nudes.
Okay, yeah.
I like Mamma Mia 3.
Wow.
I think I've seen one.
I didn't know there was a Mamma Mia 3. I knew there was a sequel. I didn't know there was a third one. Got some food questions. Curly fries or straight fries? What you want is straight fries with the occasional curly.
With the rando,
With the rando curly that's like a surprise.
the
No-
stowaway.
Oh, really? I'm like the opposite. Knowing that I bought like the curly fries, I'm like, oh, a regular one.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? You're out of the crowd, but I'll take you.
I'll still eat you.
Yeah, like I'd rather have more curly fries than the straight fries.
Mm,
That's fair.
yeah, but I agree. It does depend on where you're getting them from. Because I get kind of tired of the curly fry taste after a while. Like I like I like the places that do like a half and half.
Uh-huh.
That's the perfect one. What about you, Kev?
I prefer curly.
Like one of those really long ones that when you stretch it out, it's like this.
Yeah. One of those the other like month. I was like, whoa, this is the longest curly fry I've seen. Like, I can't imagine like a potato.
Or you get the ones that are like super coiled, and it's like
Yeah.
if you stretch it out, it's like 10 miles long.
Mhm.
Like always get those twisters at like the 66 night market and stuff. The one where it's
Oh,
just one
yeah.
potato stretched
Stretch
across
it
like a
out.
whole
Wow.
yardstick.
Mhm, mhm.
Mad at me on that pineapple.
All right, Brian. Curly fries or regular fries?
You're gonna hate me, but I'm saying neither.
Oh, he doesn't like fries. He likes noodles in his fries.
What's
It's
that?
like, you don't like potatoes.
I'm thinking about those crisp cut fries from like
Oh, yeah.
Carl's.
yeah.
Crisp cut fries
Ooh.
are delicious.
Or like waffle fries.
Yeah, waffle fries.
Dude, I like a good waffle
Just
fry.
a ton of straight fries connected together.
Waffle fries.
Oops, my Gatorade just fell.
That's why we're not sponsored by Gatorade. You're just
Yeah.
throwing it around.
Well, it's gonna pour it on you later for winning.
Oh. And everyone has to guess the color. It was purple this year, just so you know.
Was it?
It was purple, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen, there was a streaker at the Super Bowl. There was actually a bet. You can bet at in Vegas if there will be a streaker at a game. So why
Does
would
it count if they're wearing like a flesh-colored suit?
I don't know the rules of the streaker. I think they said to be designated a streaker on the
Okay.
news thing. But why wouldn't you just bet like $2 million in Vegas and then just be the
Make it happen.
streaker?
Yeah.
Pay what's probably a couple $100 fine, spend the night in jail. and
You're
then
like,
just take
joke's
your money.
on you.
Joke's on you! I just won a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a rule against that.
No, apparently he's not because he went on TikTok and
There's actually a guy who did this.
this Super Bowl.
Oh, it's a real story.
So
Yeah.
he bet 10,000.
Simpsons did it.
He won 20. So he bet 10,000, spent 10,000 on the ticket, and then spent the night in jail, but won 20,000. So overall, he's up 10,000.
Oh,
Huh.
good on him.
Yeah.
Sounds like a scam. They should say all bets are off and not.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if it was one of those things where you can't like profit off of your crime. Like murderers can't write books about their crimes.
They can't.
They can't profit off their crime. You're
If they're
convicted.
found guilty.
I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
guilty.
finding
Yeah.
out all
I was
about
like-
this.
Because there's a book out there.
There's a book.
Aladdin 3, The King of Thieves.
Yeah.
That's the one where he meets his
His
dad,
dad,
right?
yeah, that's the one with his dad.
like my favorite Family Guy joke. These straight to Disney DVDs are getting ridiculous. Aladdin 4. Jafar needs glasses.
My goodness.
Oh man.
I really like Aladdin. There was like a time where I just kept going, "Wah!" Remember that?
Yeah.
And I
You act
bet
like you
said it.
did
we're
you
probably gonna hear
stop
a
doing
little
that?
I feel like I'm kind of stuck on Babe right now with the la 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 la.
Oh my God, I've been like on the That'll Do It.
That'll do it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen. Babe has a second movie, right? This is a
Yeah,
sequel.
yeah.
Pig in the
Babe,
City.
Pig in the City.
I don't think I've ever finished that.
Oh, man,
Directed by George Miller, the first. No, George Miller, the
The-
second one. He did Babe in the City, right?
I thought he did the first one. The Mad Max guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. If only we had the power of a
Oh,
computer
only.
in front of us to look it up.
TikTok is booming. Thanks for all the follows. You guys are getting like a behind the scenes of what we're doing for our Bandai Hangout. So we're live everywhere else, but on TikTok you get kind of a same thing, except there's lights and
There's
Kevin's monitor and
There's,
stuff in the way.
there's a Kevin, there's equipment, there's 3 cameras, a Brian. I don't know if you can't see Brian, but
No, but they can see these cases back here.
magic
Oh.
cases,
Tell what's in the case.
hat cases,
Hat
and
cases.
suitcases.
Gatorade on the floor.
You can't see that.
Actually, in the TikTok you can see the gator on the floor.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm inside the case.
It's
All
yellow.
right. So just to prove that Brian exists, can I trouble you to grab that Gatorade?
Don't trip on all the cords.
So we can show that. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Apologies.
All right.
Now they know I'm not inside the case.
It's true.
Well, since we did a face reveal for Brian just now, Brian, what do you have on your list as far as sequels better than the original?
Oh man, I can't believe you guys forgot our #1 IP, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. is
Well, it's
pretty
not that it's
good.
forgotten. It's we haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite.
I have.
I
a couple
love
things
Dragon Ball Z, but I Dragon Ball to me is still the superior series.
Ooh.
So you're looking forward to like the Dino stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do really like Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball Z has like a lot more of those iconic moments for me.
All right, that's fair.
Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
is probably
man.
why
Have you given
anime
any
is what
movies
it
yet?
is.
Muteki T is like our spirit animal. Jaws 3D.
Ooh, now we're talking.
I missed out on the chance.
You need to hang out with
Three.
Muteki T more.
Suggested by the novel by
Push.
yeah, exactly. We actually watched because they were all on Netflix at one point in the last couple months. Kind of did like a Jaws marathon.
Jaws the Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Caine.
2's kind of scary.
Yeah, because they're all like just kind of on the floating little catamarans.
Yeah,
and,
it's almost like a slasher movie, and like, not that the camera is necessarily Jaws, but like it kind of gives that vibe, just watching you all the time. There's like a voyeuristic vibe to Jaws 2.
I feel like 2 has more fake outs, like to where like the music comes and all of a sudden it just
Oh,
trails
that's-
off.
Yeah.
Idiots, it was nothing. Shark's not everywhere.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. No, I hadn't given any because I am the custodian of the list at the end, and I didn't want to just rattle off things.
Oh,
But if I were to give some,
pick
I
one or
gave
two.
Godfather 2,
oh yeah,
Empire Strikes Back.
you're right.
Those are kind of the 2 ones. Terminator 2.
Which you said last week anyway, so yeah, that's on that.
T2.
No, as one of your movies, like
Oh.
to show somebody.
Correct. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
one of
that was
my-
like one of your favorites.
You say it like you don't also love Terminator.
I know,
2
I do. I love it.
Day.
I love
What are you
it.
talking
I love it.
about?
I love it. I love it.
Part of Terminator 2 is like your parents are dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Your
the
parents
phone.
are dead. Your foster parents are dead. Yeah, yeah.
I love that that's become like a meme.
Yeah.
Like, who do you love more? Blah 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 blah. Your parents are dead.
Yeah.
What
She's
you about
not
to
my
say, Kevin?
mother, Todd.
Yeah.
That's the line.
I kind of like how like XX Nike's just giving us like ultimatums here, and I'm
You're here
like
for
falling
it.
for each of these ones.
What do you got?
Gundam versus Zoids versus Transformers.
Oh my God, all winners.
I don't know if I can answer
Oh,
that
man.
question.
Yeah.
and
I
still
know
maintain my
exactly
status
which
as.
one I would want to pick, but I can't say. Oh, we had a collab.
Oh,
Oh,
almost bought it in Japan too. Oh,
Almost bought it.
oh.
People Harrow says DBZ or DBZ Kai. It's interesting because my son is going through and watching Dragon Ball Z Kai for the first time. Because the first 2 times he watched the regular Dragon Ball Z, and he's flying through it. So,
Sweet.
but it's really nice. He's trained well enough to know like the highlights that I want to watch, and so he'll call me, "Hey, Dad, Goku's about to go Super Saiyan to beat Frieza. You want to watch?" And, yeah, I do.
There you go.
It's been kind of nice.
Sounds lovely.
Oh wait, Quentin, Dagger 2.
With Mark Hamill?
I got
They did a live action Guyver,
Yo.
and Mark Hamill was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like everything. That's like one of my guilty pleasures.
Okay.
Yeah, it is all good in the hood.
Speedball Haro, are you keeping up with all the premium Bandai releases that are going on like crazy? Speedball's our go-to Gundam, right?
Yeah, he's like,
It's a drop today.
he's like, I have no money.
Rush
My
Hour
goodness.
2.
Rush
Hour
Hour
2 is a good one.
Hey, Leviathan Prime. Yeah, we're reading the chat here. You just gotta
Lots.
say something interesting.
Whoa.
Oh.
I
Shots
kid.
fired.
I wanted to throw out something tantalizing,
Ooh.
Yeah,
but I have to be worried when I say something like that. All of a sudden, we get like My Little Pony erotic fan fiction or something like that.
Oh,
That's out
Logan.
there. Hmm.
Logan.
Oh,
Logan?
Yeah.
Logan's good. X2 is pretty good.
So wait, is
Last Stand, obviously. is
where are
amazing.
we putting Logan in the pantheon of X-Men stuff? Is it like how the first Wolverine solo movie and then Wolverine 2 where he's back in Japan kind of thing,
Yeah.
and then Logan?
At least with Wolverine 2, because Mingo did both of them.
Yeah.
So at least
What was the first Wolverine movie called again?
Origins.
Origins, yeah.
X-Men Origins.
X-Men Origins.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yeah.
Because it was going to be X-Men Origins.
But it was like a
Magneto
weird,
and all that.
wonky time thing because we didn't really know when it took place.
What's when he gets adamantium?
But it starts off in like when he was a little boy, right? And him and
Yeah.
It's
Sabretooth.
Cotton Weary are off on
I
that
haven't actually seen
adventure.
that movie as the actual
trying-
movie.
Yeah.
I only seen that movie when like it was all like pre-production, or like it's all like the green dots.
The
and,
bootleg version.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's all
man,
you
really?
That's the only
saw.
version I ever saw because
That's the way to watch it.
Yeah, it's like during college, like there was a share folder, and someone dropped it in. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it early. It's ready like
Yeah.
weeks ahead of its time.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah, they
started
released it
watching
early. I remember
and
that. That was a big
I
deal.
never saw what the original one looked
So,
like.
so the first like 6 minutes are awesome because it starts out with the whole thing where first time you see Wolverine gets class when he's a kid, and you find out like him and Sabretooth were living together, and it just comes from like a rich household. And then like the credits are Sabretooth and Wolverine just through time, like they're fighting all the wars, so like in the Civil War and like World War I and like World War II, and then they're in Vietnam, and then it ends with directed by Gavin Hood, and then it's Wolverine and Sabretooth in like a jail, and they're like, I thought we shoot traitors or something like that. It's like, we did, it didn't work. and they're just like sitting there just like laughing because you can't kill them and stuff like
I only get the one with like there's little green dots on there, but like, oh man, you're supposed to just know the points of where the
Yeah.
claw's supposed to come out.
I would say I really liked Sabretooth's actor for that movie.
that. Yeah, Lee Schreider.
Yeah, I thought he was great as Sabretooth.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if he showed up in the Deadpool movie.
I thought the casting on all of that was really good. Like, cause yeah, you had Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool in the first mission, and then you had that thing at the end.
I mean, don't forget Will.i.am is in there too.
That's
Oh.
true.
He's one of them, and Charlie from Lost.
Yeah. You are everybody.
You are everybody.
Dry shaft.
Right, Chad?
Yeah.
No, it was casting was great, and it's kind of all fell apart after that point.
What can you do?
I'm gonna ask the hood question then. When can we get MG? Yeah, soon, maybe. I don't know.
At the MG.
Find out.
Mm-hmm.
I think an MG of almost everything would be great.
Yeah.
That's fair. Big box too.
All right. Any other movies you guys want to throw out there, or games or TV shows before I go over IMDb's list?
I was
28,701 people voted on this.
I was gonna throw out kind of for Star Trek fans. They might not appreciate this, but I like Star Trek 6 more than any other Star Trek.
I don't even think
I mean, 6 is incredible. Like 6 is. You could, if you take in the original 6 Star Trek movies,
That's what I'm accounting for.
all 5 of them are better than the original, including Final Frontier.
Oh. Yeah, the original's terrible.
I agree with you on that
But
one.
most people would pick 2 or 4. I'm gonna go with 6.
Yeah. I would say my order goes Wrath of Khan, Undiscovered Country, and Voyage Home. So 2, 6, 4.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's a very narrow gap between 2 and 6 because Undiscovered Country is
It's
incredible.
so good. Yeah, I see right there. Really 6, but yeah, 100%.
This is more of a spin-off, but like New Generation.
Next generation.
Yeah, sorry, Next Generation. I like that. Like,
It's a sequel series, yeah.
yeah, it is technically a sequel series.
Yeah, it
so,
doesn't hold up in the rewatch. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of terrible episodes in the when you rewatch it.
Yeah, for every Battle of Wolf and All Good Things Must End, there's like 30 just Freak of the Week episodes that are not good.
Not good. How do you say not good?
Not good.
Oh, and then I wanted to throw out Half-Blood Prince as like my favorite Harry Potter movie. A lot of people go with Prisoner of Azkaban, but I would say 6.
Yeah.
Also
That's
6. 6 is good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking books, I think my favorite was Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix
Oh, that's
is
a
my
good book,
favorite
yeah.
of the books. Or the second half of Deathly Hallows.
I think Half-Blood
First
Prince
half
is my
of the book
favorite
wasn't
book.
very good. Yeah, Half-Blood Prince is great.
Mhm.
I like that when you learn who the Half-Blood Prince is, it's one of those like duh moments. to
Yeah.
get.
You didn't know? I totally figured it out. But I will leave the rest of my list off just in case it applies to your game.
Speed to cruise control.
I don't know about all that, but I will tell you that if it wasn't called Speed 2, and perhaps if it was just called Cruise Control and they were playing different characters altogether, probably would have done much better in the box.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it only sent it like one time. It was like a family party. I'm like, we don't watch it. Like,
You're
Speed
just in
2.
time. Speed 2.
Speed 2.
Buckle up.
We just finished Speed 1. Let me catch you up while the credits are rolling. We're going to roll right into cruise control.
100%.
John Wick 4.
You're going for it?
Oh man, I would probably go 2, 1, 4, 3. It'd be my order.
That's the order I would go. 2, 1,
2, 1, 4.
So like 4 is good. I
Mhm.
just feel like there was like.
It's like 4 hours too long.
But my favorite scene is the stairs. I
Yeah.
will say like.
And it was shot
The-
beautifully.
The stairs and the overhead ones is what
Oh,
sold
yeah.
it for me. Like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of like
The
top
Hotline
down.
Miami vibe. Where,
Yeah.
ooh, yeah, it was incredible.
I felt so bad for the series. Like it was a funny scene, it was cool action, but simultaneously I'm like watching through, I'm like, man, this is like a few moments too long. They did not need to make him go through that a second time.
Yeah.
There's just
Or
something
make
about,
us
like,
go through it a second
John Wick
time.
too, like even like towards the end, like for us who go to New York quite often, right? Being in like the park and he's like, how many minutes does he have to leave?
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, there's no way he's getting out in 10 minutes. There's traffic.
He's
He's
got-
definitely getting stuck there.
He's got 1 hour.
Yeah, the whole time he's going up the stairs, I'm like, he's going to make it. Oh, no, back down the bottom. He's going to make it. Yeah, 4. I liked how 4, how they outsmarted him at the end. Like with the duel and stuff like that.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't take his shots.
Yeah. Not John Wick, but
Yeah.
the other guy.
Eric.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What's the question? I don't see it.
What do you?
Was
Oh,
it- oh, the
you
camera's
guys
in the way.
excited for Godzilla X Kong next month? Yeah, the new trailer looked really, really good. I'm pretty pumped.
I think we were talking about.
AJ's in his Kong stance right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
He's got the knuckles on it.
No, I'm super excited for that movie. I think just because it's more Godzilla and Kong, I think like so, over the last couple years we've gone a lot. And I'm thankful it's just another movie to add on to the plate.
Sure. And it's got the buddy cop vibe. One
Oh,
of them's
that's true.
probably gonna say, "I'm getting too old for this."
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's probably Kong.
Yeah.
He looks
does
a
look
little
long.
he looks weary now. He's
Yeah. Looks aged.
but he's an ape, so maybe he'll like sign it like in Congo.
Ooh, good,
Congo's
Amy.
scared me.
That would
Oh,
be
man.
the most amazing like Easter egg if like
Amy's
somehow-
scared.
when something's happened in the foreground, you see got Kong in the background, just like sign language into over this.
That'd be rad. Or they break out the lasers like they do in Congo. That movie takes a turn when they have.
Oh my god!
Lasers.
Uh,
You're like, whoa, what's happening right now?
Weekend at Bernie's 2. No, it
I
can't
don't
be the
think
original.
That's not true.
Ocean's 13 over 12.
Yes, I love 13. Yeah. Anyway, you want to play your little game?
Yeah. So the fine folks at IMDb did a poll, and they asked all of their viewers, listeners, readers, whatever you want to call them, to name sequels that are better than the original. After 28,701 votes, they have narrowed it to the top 25. We don't have to go through all top 25, but a lot of these we've already gone through. So number one, with over 7,000 votes, was The Dark Knight from 2008. That was on Kevin's list. I don't
That's
think
on mine
would
too.
anyone disagree that The Dark Knight is better than Batman Begins?
No, but I don't know if I'd put that as number one.
Well,
Number
IMDb
two.
kind of has a little bit of so there's certain movies on IMDb like Shawshank, Dark Knight, a handful of movies that IMDb users have, we'll just say, a crush on.
Sure.
And Dark Knight is, while an amazing film, is definitely elevated on their website.
Okay, that's fair.
Number two, which I would think is higher than Dark Knight. We mentioned as well as Terminator 2 Judgment Day from 1991 with almost half as many votes as The Dark Knight.
Yeah, maybe it's just a generational thing, and I would put that at number 1.
Yeah.
Or Godfather 2. There's technically no wrong answer, I suppose, but my list would not.
The movie.
Definitely.
Top 5, yes, maybe even top 3. Top 3 could even be Godfather 2, Terminator 2, and Dark Knight, and that would be correct in any order. But
Well, number 3 on this list, with less than 1/3 the votes of The Dark Knight, which would be my number 1 sequel better than the original, is The Empire Strikes Back.
there you go.
I mean,
Guys win. It's kind of got 2 movies in 1 movie. You got half the team split up.
we got Hoth and Pre Walkers.
Snow.
That's true.
Like one of the best openings ever.
You got the hologram guy get killed on screen. That's fun.
It was it's a fun Easter egg for you to watch.
They put on little snorkels and go outside in space. That's fun.
There's no cave. Number 4, I was surprised no one said. I recently just rewatched these movies. I know they're one of Justin's favorites of all time. The Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
I have that on my list.
Oh, there you go.
He does have it on his list. I can
It
confirm.
is right here. Return of the King.
Yeah, I mean,
That
it's
footprint.
These are in no order. I just put them on there.
He doesn't have it.
Oh,
It's actually-
God.
It's
It's back. It's back. But yeah, I agree. And who said that?
IMDb. Oh,
I agree with you, IMDb. Owned by Amazon.
or 2,222 people who voted on the poll
All right.
said that.
they are in good company.
Yeah, I think Lord of the Rings: Return of the King maybe doesn't get as much love in this category because the first 2 are so amazing too. So
Sure.
it's not like there's not a large jump. Same thing can be said for number 5, who I mentioned, which is The Godfather Part 2. We have the flashbacks with a young Vito Corleone.
Mhm.
Of course, you have poor Fredo just making terrible choices, and poor Michael having to make the ultimate choice too.
Ooh,
Spoiler alert. I know it was you, Fredo.
you broke my heart.
heart.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to be sad when I hear the answer. Has anyone in this room not seen the Godfather movies?
In this room?
In this room?
I haven't seen 3.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
okay.
I don't remember 3 too well.
3's not terrible. It's bad, but it's not terrible.
Sounds like I don't belong in this room.
I was going to say, Brian, it was awful quiet during this exchange. You should see them. They're amazing. Number 6 on the list, popularized, let's just put an S on the end of the first title, and instead of
Aliens?
alien, we're aliens.
That's a good one. Bert.
That was good. That was like
Yeah.
one of our comments, like on I think like Instagram or Facebook. But
That's a good one.
Yeah, the beat of aliens is they just did something different. You know, the first one's all like scary and like small
Claustrophobic,
space. Yeah, to where this one is like it's a whole planet of these things. Good luck. Go with God.
Yeah, and they got all these
Well-
weapons that they can't really use because of the gas
Yeah,
on
the
the planet or
gas.
something.
They can't just like
I've
nuke
never
it.
understood like the timeline for like aliens.
Well, it's great. Nerdist did a video that I've
Oh.
referenced several times in another project we're trying to get off the ground. Nerdist did this great like 30-minute like history timeline of aliens, and it goes all the way back from like way before like Prey and the Predator and Alien are so linked, all the way through to Prometheus and everything. It's really good. You should check it out.
Will do.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Mhm.
Number 7 on the list I listed was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Number 8, I mentioned as a side to Justin's comment, is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Is Creed on this list?
I think
I saw Rocky in the comments, and
I think Creed's more like a reboot,
Mhm.
so I don't know if they got
it's a
counted.
requel.
And I
And
said Creed 2 is that not no longer
Ooh.
a sequel of the reboot?
but is it better than the original Creed?
I
I don't think so.
don't think. I mean, it's really, really good.
I would do 3 over 2.
Are you in Creed?
He likes anime. Wait, hold on.
Oh, man.
Full disclosure, I don't have a date on this list, so this
Okay.
list could have been made post Creed.
Sure.
Creed 3 is definitely anime based.
Yeah, but I would probably rate them in the order in which they came out. That would probably be that one.
Number 9, I guess not a lot of people were a big fan of Mad Max, so number 9 is The Road Warrior.
Okay. Well, because they're 2 very different movies too.
Right.
Mad Max is kind of like the world that we live in now, but just a little bit more dangerous, versus off the rails out in the desert, drinking your gasoline.
Number 10 on the list is in the same vein. Justin had mentioned Half-Blood Prince. Any guesses on what the IMDb 694
Prisoner of
IMDb
Azkaban is what I would
Prisoner
say.
of Azkaban is number 10 on the list.
That's fair.
Yeah. We mentioned 11, Toy Story 3. We talked about that briefly. Number 12 is an interesting one. See if you guys can guess. It came out in 1987. It is a horror movie. Some would say it's like just the first movie just reshot. They've recently rebooted the franchise. Well, not recently, like 10. I think I guess it's been like 10 years now.
Is it the one with Michael Myers?
It's not with Michael Myers. It's not Halloween. It's not It.
Friday the 13th?
It's not Friday the 13th.
In 87?
This movie came out in 87. You got to shop
Isn't it
smart.
around
You got to
here?
shop.
Oh, Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Number 12.
I just saw a clip of that the other day.
Yeah.
Lucky number.
I forget that how that works. How it is basically just like a reboot of or retelling of Evil Dead, and then it leads into Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
13 plays off of Return of the King, and it is Two Towers. So it made number 13 on the list. Number 14, I mentioned as Spider-Man 2. Number 15, 15 came out in 2004. It is a spy franchise. Based
Impossible?
based off a popular series of books by Robert Ludlum.
Damn, I don't even
Get
know
smart.
books.
Johnny English.
John English did no. They tried rebooting it with Mr. Renner, but it didn't work out. So they
Born. Yeah.
Born Supremacy.
God, that was that long ago?
Yeah, 2004 was Born Supremacy.
That's the second one?
Second one, yeah. And Ultimate
That's the one with all the shaky cam. And
it's with the car crash.
And Carl Urban's the bad guy?
They-
I don't like-
Red?
I don't like him as a bad guy at all. I'll tell you that right now. But I think 3's the best.
Ultimatum is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 16, you had mentioned Bond earlier upstairs. I don't know if we actually mentioned down here. What do you think the Bond film that people most associate is better than Dr. No?
GoldenEye.
Okay. Is it an older one or a newer one?
Older one.
Oh.
It's a Connery.
Oh, then that's From Russia with Love.
Nope.
Really?
No.
Thunderball.
No, I would have thought Thunderbolt, but not Thunderbolt. This
'Cause
one,
I don't know the answer because
this
those
one-
are the only ones that are good.
This one I think is very popular. This one was heavily spoofed by Austin Powers, so I think that might give it a little extra.
Oh,
juice.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
Yeah.
1964's Goldfinger.
That's the third one?
Goldfinger's
Third or fourth?
third or fourth, yeah.
Goldfinger.
Uh,
I
we-
think that's what I meant when I said Thunderball because isn't Thunderball the... No.
No, Thunderball is arguably the best of the Connery films,
Yeah.
I would say.
I like From Russia. I like the train one. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Sorry,
Doesn't matter. The
Oh,
Daniel Craig's, all of his are better than those. So.
Yeah.
Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol is pretty good.
Yeah.
All the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 through 7 are fantastic.
17 is Toy Story 2. You know, Toy Story 3
I had
was
that
on
on
the
my
list.
list.
Toy Story 2 made the list.
I would say a big ugly man doll.
2 and 3 are arguably the same film with different villains, but
Sure.
that's fine. Number 18 has a similar trajectory from a filmmaker standpoint that Evil Dead did, and that it's basically kind of a remake of the original that was shot for like $5,000 in Mexico. And then Mr. Rodriguez got more money to make
Desperado?
Desperado.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Mariachi was first in Desperado, and
Yeah.
then Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Number 19 is another
And
Batman.
Willem Dafoe, I think, is in it too.
Yeah, 19 is another Batman sequel. Any guesses?
Batman Returns.
1992's Batman Returns.
We had a big earthquake the night I saw that movie in the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get you a refund?
Were you?
No, the
did you get
movie-
out okay?
I'm sorry. I saw the movie, went home, then the earthquake.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. So it didn't-
Yeah.
Here you are, like enjoying. Oh no!
Yeah,
The
it was
vibes
it was just that night. But I remember that.
All right. Rounding out the top 20 is Lethal Weapon 2.
That's a good one.
Good one.
Yeah, there's a good one.
That Martin Riggs went crazy in real life too, you know.
He certainly did.
Yeah, I like 4 a lot too.
Yeah.
I would probably go. I would go 2,
Jet
4,
Li's big
1,
intro.
3 would probably be my
Yeah, I
way.
really like that one too.
Yeah, 2, 4, 1,
It's
3.
almost 3 if I don't-
That's the one
Three's
where
the
it's like
one
the
with the
housing
neighbors.
development and
Oh.
the cop killer bullets.
It's got one of the best scenes though. They kill the guy and they put in a foundation, and like the guy's getting sick and wants to leave. He's like, no, if you hang around a while, we can write our initials in it.
yeah. Yeah.
And just rapid fire. 21 to 25.
This is still going. This list.
Yeah, we got this
No,
far.
go for it.
Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, Bride of Frankenstein, Friday the 13th Part 2, and Mad Max Beyond.
Nope, I'm down with Mad Mox.
Mad Max. So yeah, that is according to the fine folks at IMDb.
Sweet.
So yeah, have at it.
Mad Max, would you treat Fury Road more as a reboot or a
That's
sequel?
a reboot.
Yeah, I would say reboot. We have to because we did another list a couple weeks ago about reboots. And I think it was on there. But I'm of course more familiar with films than video games. Any other video games you can think of that would fit this mold?
God of War 2.
Double Dash.
Grand Theft Auto
He
5.
says God of War 2, but I lean more towards like newer generation God of War Ragnarok. Or not Ragnarok, but like PS5 God of War.
Sure.
Sorry.
2018.
I like Halo 2 a lot. I like having two SMGs.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Halo 2.
But what was, remember the shakeup with using the pistol for the first time in Halo 2? You're like, wait a minute, where's my little zoomy zoom on my pistola?
They figured out this was the weapon in Halo 1.
Something funny going on around here.
Yeah, they definitely correct.
I would say all
Arcade.
Grand Theft Auto.
Baldur's Gate 3.
There you go.
I haven't had a chance to play Baldur's Gate 3. Have you played it at all?
It will consume your life.
Well,
It will consume.
I mean,
your life.
I already have
Street
World of
Fighter
Warcraft that consumes my life. I don't know if I have
Yeah.
time for
Titanfall
another video
2.
game.
Completely different game.
Titanfall 2.
Arkham City, yeah. It's good.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Titanfall 2. Oh my God, Titanfall 2. Incredible game.
Own
It does not get.
I never got a chance to play it. I
The-
played the
the-
first one, but
It's so good. Oh my God. And the campaign you can beat in like 5 hours
No, okay.
or less. And
That time travel.
it's got time travel. It's got platforming. It is so much fun. My goodness.
On TikTok, Megan Ostack says, make a Scott Pilgrim Tamagotchi. I wouldn't hate that.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
You gotta stop him. breaking
Goofy
up.
Goober says, Mr. San Fran, please marry me. And we just talked about my wife and I 31 years together. Sorry.
Time's up.
Oh,
Invent a time
wow.
machine. Unless Goofy Goober is my wife. It's convenient.
Oh look, it's Cornblood. Hey,
Hey,
hello.
we got both.
And Alex, have fun.
You know, you keep mentioning like that just makes me think of the Goofy movie. I actually really like the sequel to it.
It's from the SpongeBob movie. But
You like
I
that
know, but-
extreme college
I
one?
did.
Oh my gosh. You can't be friends with this.
guys, where's my Armored Core 6 kit news?
Oh
Don't
no.
I love
have.
Armored Core.
Look, man, I just remember the entire scene where they're doing the entire poetry thing.
Man.
So I went to a different tab that didn't have StreamYard where I can see the comments to like do the list. And I'm hoping this comment is from Godfather. I still look behind my toilet.
Probably.
Okay.
Does your toilet have the chain that you gotta
little
pull?
chain at the top?
My goodness.
Well, awesome. Anything you guys want to add about sequels or anything you want to
Sequels,
talk about in general?
requels, reboots.
Lego sequels,
Yeah, what's that again?
like Jurassic World,
Oh yeah.
your favorite? Fallen Kingdom.
Oh
Dominion.
my. We were just talking about Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, we got tickets to an auction to buy dinosaurs, and we decided not to go.
We saved ourselves. I heard things got loose that day.
It ended up being the right call from a life standpoint, but it would have been cool to go.
Yeah.
But I guess if you have enough money to go to that auction, you probably have already been to the park.
Mm-hmm.
You probably will afford
I
that.
went on coupon day.
On a coupon day. They did not go on coupon day. And you guys don't have to go either. So thanks so much for joining us for another Bandai Hangout. Make sure you're following us across all our social platforms at Bandai Collect, unless you're watching us on TikTok, which we are at Bandai
Doing
Official.
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. So we've been doing behind the scenes TikTok lives for our main live stream. And some of you are watching on both.
I don't know. What are we
What?
talking about next week?
What are we gonna do next week?
I don't know. I've tapped on ideas.
Let them tell us. I know.
Oh, man, yeah, we should let them.
Yeah.
I agree.
What do you guys want our next live stream to be about? How about that?
Fast food wars.
Fast food wars?
Oh no! I mean, like we already skipped
We
the
started.
pineapple on pizza question up there.
Oh, yeah.
We started it. We haven't gotten into it yet.
I can do pineapple on pizza, but I want just a few pieces. I don't want it to be like all yellow and crazy.
Whole pineapple, like,
Yeah, I
damn,
can't do
here,
that.
take it up.
Maybe 3 or 4 pieces tops.
I like pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapeno. I need the spice to match this.
That's a lot of action. That is
Problem is,
That's like-
I think a lot of like Filipino people like pineapple on pizza.
I would put a pineapple on all things.
I'm like okay with it. I don't think
I mean,
hate it.
it's called a Hawaiian in a lot of places.
Right.
Yeah, but it was made in Canada.
Speedball Haro,
Yeah.
we've been trying to get this idea off the ground forever. New USP Bandai exclusive Gunpla line. We've been trying to get a
Perfect.
stream on that forever. I think everything belongs on pizza, but personally, I don't get down on pineapple on my pizza. I love pineapple, but I don't want to eat on pizza. But I'm not here to yuck your yum. You put whatever you want on your pizza. You might think what I put on my pizza is weird, but
I just do plain cheese usually.
Yeah.
I'm boring.
boring.
Sorry.
30-minute mission. Oh yeah, we can do some. We can do some of that. But yeah, make sure you're following us on social media. And until next week, we'll talk to you guys a different time. Tally ho!
Thank you so much.
Toodaloo.
Ryan's waving his arms.
Brian says.